I'm the Scrub and you're here for one reason. So Lahabrea, instead of actually talking to your son like a good father should, you decide to throw him off the nearest bridge and tell him to swim. And yet despite the look on my face, you're making me fight the next demigod to get him back. Cool, just make sure that my coffee doesn't get cold. That's a tree. Do you want me to eliminate it with a chainsaw or a flamethrower? Don't worry, I've got both. I'll just switch to machinist to get this done in a moment. Time to learn about Abyssos, the 7th circle. Simplified. When you zone in, whoa, that's a massive hitbox! When you zone in, the arena will not have any walls, so try not to fall off. Agdistes? Agdistes? Hang on.
Agdistes.
Cool. The tree will cast Bow of Atys and raise its arms into the air just in front of itself. When the cast ends, each branch will create a large AoE where the fists will slam down and stay on the arena, so you'll need to stay up the back of the arena to avoid the AoEs. If you get hit by either of these AoEs, you'll get hit by down for the count. After this, one of them will get several rows of arrows in front of it. This will thrust the branch across the arena in the direction of the arrows. You'll just need to get to the front of the arena on the opposite side of the arrows to avoid the attack. If you get hit by this, you'll get a Vuln stack and be pushed approximately halfway across the arena and possibly knocked completely off the arena. The easiest way to avoid these opening two mechanics is to stand in the arrow of the boss's hitbox and then move directly forward until you're right up the front of the arena when the branches slam down. Himitheos' Holy will give every player a point-blank AoE. Spread out and avoid overlapping these. As these go off, there will be a cast of Himitheos' Glare 3, which is a donut AoE with the only safe zone being right in the middle of the arena. If you fail to make it into the middle of the arena in time, you will get a Vuln stack. There will be another Bow of Atys cast, but this one will have the branches over the back half of the arena, so you'll need to move to the forward half of the arena to avoid the hits. Right after this will be another front half hit of Bow of Atys, so you'll have to move right up the back again. Then there is another punch from a branch, but this one will always be the opposite of whichever one went first a few mechanics ago. Just get to the opposite side of the arrows to avoid this. Following this will be the cast of Immortal's Obol, with 3 glowing circles around the arena, 2 up the front and 1 up the back. There will be a proximity marker put in the middle of the arena, so you'll need to stand right on the edge of the platform inside these circles to reduce the overall damage to you. The boss will slam its fists on the platform and everyone will be thrown into the air. This will delete the larger platform and create 3 smaller platforms where the glowing circles were located. If you stand in the dark red section when the mechanic goes off, you'll be thrown into the air and plummet into the void. If you stand in a glowing circle but are too close to the proximity marker, it will also instantly delete you. A few seconds after you land back in the arena, chains will be created to make bridges between the platforms. Another Bow of Atys will be cast, so you'll need to get up the back. Then there will be another punch from the branches, and this one will be random. You'll just need to traverse across the bridge to get away from the arrows and avoid the knockback. Himitheos' Arrow 2 will give both tanks a large AoE tank buster. Both tanks will need to spread out and get away from the rest of the party. And everyone else, don't stand with a tank or else you'll understand what it means when your life does the blue screen of death. Spark of Life will be a room-wide AoE that will also give everyone a 10-second unassumable bleeding dot tick. The cast of Forbidden Fruit will create eggs that will appear around the arena. The eggs with target circles on them will turn into untargetable yaks. These will cast Static Moon, which will be point-blank AoEs underneath them. You'll just need to move to the bridges to avoid these AoEs. Getting hit by these will give you a Vuln stack. Following this will be 2 pairs of Exaflares that will move across the arena in the direction of their arrows. You can either stand on the middle of a bridge that won't have an Exaflare running through it, or you can wait for them to move past and take a few steps to move behind them and you'll be safe. You'll get a Vuln stack for each one you get hit by. Then there will be another cast of Forbidden Fruit. This one will create eggs with wavy stripes on them. These will create untargetable birds. They will cast the move Stimphylide Strike, which will be a dashing straight line AoE across the bridge in the direction they are facing. You'll just need to get to the sides of the platform and not be in line with the bridge to avoid these straight line AoEs. If you get hit by these, you'll get a Vuln stack. You probably won't see all of the mechanics from here, but the following mechanics will cycle. Himitheos' Glare 3 will create the donut AoE with the only safe zone being in the center of the platformless area of the arena. Themis will then change the arena back to normal, so you'll need to wait for the arena to change back before moving into the safe zone. 3 pairs of Exaflares will spawn in and move across the arena. What you need to do for this is to stand beside one of the pairs and wait for them to go off and begin to move across the arena. After the second hit, move behind them and stand towards the middle of where they just were and you'll be safe for the rest of the mechanic. After another Bow of Atys and punch across the arena, there will be another cast of Forbidden Fruit, which will create 3 yaks in a line that will split the arena in 2 with their circular AoEs. Then everyone will get a point-blank AoE, so everyone will need to spread out across both sides of the yaks and avoid overlapping these AoEs. Then it will be another Immortal's Obol proximity marker to turn the arena back into 3 smaller platforms. Another Forbidden Fruit will be cast and it can either be 2 yaks or 2 birds and they will spawn on the 2 platforms at the front of the arena. The tree will then cast Bow of Atys on the back of the arena. So if the yaks have spawned, you'll need to get to the front of the bridge that's close to the tree to dodge the AoEs. And if the birds have spawned, you'll need to get to the edge of the circular platforms that's closest to the tree to avoid all of the AoEs. After this will be another double tank buster, then another Forbidden Fruit. This one will have 3 yaks on the platforms again, but this time there will also be 4 meteor towers that you'll need to soak. So wait for the yaks AoEs to go off before having at least one one-person soak each tower. For every tower that's missed, it will explode and the entire party will get a Vuln stack. Then it's another Bow of Atis with a knockback punch. Then it will be 3 Spark of Life casts back to back. Healers may need to heal a bit more than usual here. Then it will be another Forbidden Fruit, but this one will be 1 yak on a platform and 2 birds on the outside of the platforms pointing in a direction across the bridges. Then the boss will cast Hemithios' Arrow 4. This will be a knockback from the middle point on one of the platforms that has a bird on it. You'll need to position yourself to be knocked towards the platform that doesn't have a yak on it, then quickly adjust to avoid being hit by the bird. Alternatively, you can also get into the safe spot and use knockback immunity to nullify the push. Then it will be the pairs of Exit Flares, and while they are going off, everyone will get a point blank AoE. So spread out as best you can and avoid overlapping these. Then it will be another double tank buster, and the mechanics will cycle until it has been defeated. Congratulations, you have completed the 7th circle. My name is The Scrub. Thank you for watching.